A few people had asked about Google Maps when I've referenced it a couple times. So those of you familiar with Google Maps might not be interested in this, but those of you who are not might just get something out of this. So let me share with you what I'm talking about on my profile when I do Google Maps. So you're going to go to Google Maps and tap on the icon. And I'm going to start by going to people I follow. So I'm going to go into my profile. So you're going to find my profile, which is right here, Bruce Preventure, me, my vehicle in front of Mount Rainier. And I'm going to just show you on somebody else's what I'm talking about, because if I show you on mine, it doesn't look quite the same. So I'm following someone called Sammy just to see where they go. So I click on Sammy and I go down to the bottom and I see lists. And Sammy has lists of where she wants to go, where she's been. So if you click on a list, I'm going to click on Want to Go. And it just shows you places that she's put in her list that she'd like to visit and hasn't been to yet. And what's cool about when you get into the list, if you look at just the reviews, they're chronological. But if you look at the lists, they are closest to you and moving farther away. So it's all by mileage from your current spot. So that's how it works. If you're following somebody, you just click on follow when you find them. So let me show you my set of lists, because I have a lot of them. So if you click on my profile, my icon, and go to my profile and scroll down to the bottom, you'll see all these different lists that I have. I have restaurants I have visited, 687 places, pizza, places I've been that I've done reviews on, and there's 172 at this point. And some have gone out of business. I'm doing this in the morning, so most of them are closed because they don't open yet. And it just shows you from my current location by distance. So you could be in Providence, Rhode Island, and click on a list of mine, and it'll show you the stuff closest to you. You could be in Hartford, Connecticut, and click on the same list, and it'll show you places closest to you in Hartford. So that's kind of cool if you're in an area and just kind of wondering if maybe I had been there, and it's stuff that may interest you just to see what's going on. Some of these are private just because they're nothing to hide, just not that interesting to anyone else. I have Connecticut restaurants. I have Want to Go pizza. Starred places are private, but I'll show you this. This is, I just was looking at this the other day. It's kind of mind-boggling. All those gold stars are places that I have visited, restaurants, and done reviews on. And there's one lone one up there in Alaska. I've been to Hawaii, but it was so long ago I don't remember anything, so I didn't do any reviews on that stuff in Hawaii. I did a review on a national park in Hawaii that I did remember. But anyhow, so of course, here's my home area, so there's a lot of stuff around here. So Connecticut, Eastern Massachusetts, a little bit towards the western parts of the state. Rhode Island, as you can see, not a fan of the Cape, but I'll get there. So just different lists that are available to you to look at. Massachusetts restaurant, burgers, favorites, Rhode Island restaurants, Mexican places, Want to Go Mexican, just some different places in case you have an interest in following my profile on Google Maps, just to reference if you're in an area and something that I've been to, rather than trying to go back and look at all the videos to figure out if I've been somewhere and you find it interesting or not. So anyhow, that's my intro to Google Maps and kind of how to get around and use. And it'll work for anybody. A lot of people don't do lists. Not as many people are quite as into this as I am. So They like doing reviews. I've done like, at this point in time, this is, I think May 9th, May 10th, something like that. I've done 1,400 something reviews. My photos have had almost 50 million views, which is kind of mind-blowing. So just Google Maps in case you want to. And you can follow other people if you find that they go to places you enjoy. You can follow anyone. You just click on follow when you're on their on their page, and you can just see every place they've been if you enjoy what they do, the types of places they go to. There are people who are really into hiking, so they do a lot of hikes and parks and stuff like that, and people that are into all kinds of things. So you just can find whatever interests you and follow it, but there's just a lot of stuff you can find on Google Maps. It's not just clicking on a place and looking at pictures or getting directions. There's a lot of other stuff going on here. So I just wanted to share that with you. Hopefully that helps you get around Google Maps. And by the way, if you have any place I've been, you should find a review that I've done. But if you have a lot of trouble finding me, if there's like 800 reviews of a place or something, here's one, this Westfield Cemetery Association in Danielson. I'm the only one that has a review on there. So you can go there if you need to find my profile, click on the picture of me, and it'll take you to my page, and you can kind of peruse that if you want. So there you go. Everything you wanted to know. By the way, if you watch the videos, which you obviously do, some of them, at least if you're looking at this, you can directly email me instead of putting messages on there. Preventure Adventure was already taken as an email, so it's under preventurechronicles@gmail.com. But if you want to send me an email instead of messaging on the video itself, just send it along to preventurechronicles@gmail.com. That's all I've got. I hope that helps.